yourself more than just a man. If you devote yourself to an ideal, then you become something else entirely.
Hello everyone, it is me, Hero's Journey, back with another video, and
you know how long I've been waiting for this?
The trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash is finally here, and
that only took 20 fucking years.
Let's get straight into the reaction. I have the volume set at half, in case there's any music. So we got the mountains. That looks like the Sea Dragon crash from the previous movie. Okay, so they're still at the Sea Tribe.
The ancestors is here.
Oh, that's the Wind Traders. They're a air tribe. The Ash Clan. They're living near a volcano. Not sure who that is. The Wind Tribe can land on water apparently. What happened here? An argument again?
You cannot live like this, baby. In hate.
Does that refer to her being after Spider because he rescued his dad?
If there is something you can do.
Oh, what happened there? It was fire in the back.
Do it.
Oh, that's the factory ship in the back? Oh, the leader of the Ash Clan. Oh, okay, so they're gonna use fire apparently.
The children.
What happened to the children?
No, Spider.
REA base or Earth?
And we will find another way.
Factory ship? I see the sea wasps in the back. That looks cool. Alright, in the air battle. What's going on here? Wait, spiders falling? Because, oh, that's why they're fighting it out.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
Damn. Someone pause it. So at the end right there, looks like you got the Ash Clan leader. What was her name? Varang. That was it. The Ash Clan's leader name was Varang. So let's actually break this trailer down. So I'm gonna turn the volume down to 0. And I'm gonna put the playback speed as 25. So I want to see all the details. So obviously you got the floating mountains. I forgot what they were called. The kids look like they're just having fun on their acorns. That looks like the Sea Dragon. See, that looks like that looks like the flipped over Sea Dragon. Yeah, you can definitely see because the Sea Dragon had that gap right there, and I think that's the bottom, right? So they're in a forest environment right there. That might not be at that sea location. The Metkaya, right? Metkaya? No, it's Metkaya, right? I forgot the name, but you know the sea tribe that we had in the Way of Water. So you got a conversation between them. So this is the wind traders that we've been hearing about. They're basically the air tribe, and it looks like they travel. I don't know what you'd call those, because that's clearly not part of the creature, right? Or that is part of the creature, or that's the creature, or is that part also the creature? I don't know how exactly, like, which part's the creature, but we know that part's the wood piece. We don't see any floating mountains, right? I don't think we see any floating mountains, so not sure what the altitude is that they're at. See, there's a jellyfish? I don't know what creature this is, or what it's inspired by in terms of real life. I'm not sure exactly like what the appearance difference is between uh the Sully family tribe that they were in Avatar 1, the Metakaya tribe, basically the sea tribe, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, we know there was appearance differences with the sea tribe and the tribe that Sully were from in Avatar 1. And later in the trailer, we'll see the differences between the Fire and Ash people in terms of appearance, but I don't know what the appearance of the Air Tribe is. Like, are those Air Tribe people? Not sure, because I can't really, it's too blurry in the back to be able to tell what the difference is. Hold on, let me skip back. See, we see the Air Tribe outfit, but I don't know what the, like, physical appearance differences are. We see the Wind Traders. Then you got the Ash Clan. I think they had a name. I'm just gonna refer to them as Ash Clan. So, they said that, like, James Cameron said that, I think he said it, or maybe it was like a rumor, that their homes were destroyed by volcanoes and stuff, and that's why they hate Eva, because they blame Eva. That we'll get to, that's what you see at the end of your goddess, has no dominion here, for Eva. This person, I don't know who he is, but you see the Ash Clan. And we know the Ash Clan has different types of Icarans. Maybe, like, we'll find a shot in the trailer of how those look. I've only seen them through, like, magazines. It's too blurry to tell who those are. Let me know in the comment section if you know who they are. Okay, it might be the kids, or it might be a different shot. Oh, looks like a swamp area. So you got Pyakon from The Way of Water. I think this is the Air Tribe's jellyfish? Oh, no, hold on. No, this is just more like the Pycons fish species, right? Okay, yeah, I guess I was wrong when I was reacting to it earlier. The trailer. These are part of the Sea Tribe, not the Wind Traders. So, looks like they're encounter a couple soldiers, there might be a battle right there. Because he's got his blade out. So they're talking again. I'm just gonna skip over talking. So they get in an argument again, and there was arguments between them and the Way of Water. And I thought they had settled things at the end when they were in the Sea Dragon. But apparently not. So they're having arguments again, apparently. So he mentions, like, we can't live like this with hate. Okay, so she looks like, I assume that she got her arm hurt, because this side looks very different from this side. Like possibly burn marks or something, and that's like the cast. So something happened. I assume it's with the Ash tribe, because that honestly could be burn marks. But he says we cannot live like this with hate. And I assume this is going to be referring to her hate towards Spider, because at the end of Way of Water, Spider saved his dad, even though his dad was like evil. Got this December. So people are saying this is Quaritch. Possibly Quaritch, right? The villain guy from both Avatar 1 and Avatar The Way of Water. So yeah, they're just hugging. Not sure what the conversation regarding these two are. So something happened here, because we see Jake right there. Village is getting destroyed. And you see Jake running. That's RDA, right? With the whole lights and stuff. So RDA attacked the area. Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. I said that was RDA. I was half right. Those don't look like RDA. Those look like the Ash tribe. We can see red right there. Looks like almost blue people. So it looks like the Ash tribe is working with the RDA to attack the Sea tribe. And we get this conversation further. So there's the sea wasp. We see the sea dragon. We see another sea dragon. This I saw in a I think it was an entertainment magazine. That is the only, as far as I'm aware, that's the only new RDA vehicle there is for the movie, and that is known as the Factory Ship. Which, remember these three were, well these two, because that's the same ship, were used to capture Tolkien. This is a factory ship which, like a factory works, it'll like turn the fish into like meat and other substances and stuff. And that's the primary role of the ship. Like this, they'll hunt the Tolkien and these will actually like scoop them up, and yeah, those scenes could get very violent. I don't know, like, obviously these weren't designed, like, these sea wasps were designed for combat, right? And they only carried these tracking missiles at the ends of the wings, which clearly could be replaced with other missiles. I don't know if these are outfitted for combat or if they're outfitted for Tolkien hunting. That might actually be a Tolkien right there. Or maybe just a wave. However, I don't know what the case is in regards to the factory ship. Is that modified in this scene for Tolkien hunting? Or is that modified for full-on warfare? Because they're probably going to use it as a command and control center. And I assume that's the interior of the command and control center of the factory ship. You see Quaritch right here. So they're sad. I think she is crying right there. He definitely looks sad. So I assume that this is still like shortly after the situation regarding Neteyam back at the end of Avatar: The Way of Water. I assume this movie takes place maybe a few weeks after, maybe a month after the events of The Way of Water. Not sure exactly. So we see Varang right here. And they've got like a red war paint thing going on. She looks shocked. I assume that's where Quaritch arrives. Yeah, that probably is where Quaritch arrives. So, yeah, this is what the Ash people look like. And we can see like physical differences, like you see how the nose curves? And you see this guy's nose is like more outward as well. They got more like a skull head shape. And they're honestly kind of skinnier than other tribes. You can see the dots right there. So, this scene right here. So we got a Kestrel gunship. That is also a Kestrel gunship. We got a Sea Wasp right there. We have a Dragon assault ship. And I don't see like any like differences in terms of design. So like it looks like this is the usual Dragon assault ships we see, usual Sea Wasp, usual Kestrel gunships. These I don't know if these are like different models of the AMP suits, but it looks like they're bringing supplies. Probably Quaritch. They're bringing supplies to the Fire and Ash people, which we'll get into, which is proven in this scene later that we'll talk about. So I think that's Varang. Yeah, that's Varang. You can tell by that outfit. So she can manipulate fire. You see fire arrows, so that's definitely the Ash clan attacking. You see Spider. Yeah, that looks like the kids. So the kids are getting ambushed by the Ash clan. And that's what Loak is shooting at. She says the kids. I assume like this. Yeah, he looks like a cast maybe, or no, it's actually her. She gets injured, but it doesn't look like that's from the burn that I talked about earlier. His arm still is blue right there. So the kids are running, possibly from the Ash clan, or RDA, or both. Spider got hit, not sure exactly where. Or maybe he got knocked out. Okay, he got knocked out because it looks like his mask is probably is failing. Or he's low on oxygen. Yeah, it's looks like low on oxygen because it's like fogging up right there. Now this scene right here, so we got the Kestrel. We got a Kestrel right here. We got some Sea Wasps. Earlier I mentioned if we could find a scene of the Ash Clan's Ikarin and how they look different. That's an Ash Clan Ikarin. Now, I don't know if this is Bridgehead, right? The RDA base we saw in The Way of Water. If this is the RDA base we saw in Avatar 1, or if this is actually Earth. Because we see this situation right here, and they're all taking pictures and stuff. So could this be Earth? Did they, like, capture Jake Sully and somehow, like, get to Earth? I don't know if that's the case, but didn't they say it takes 6 years to get from Pandora and back? So is there gonna be a huge time skip? I don't know. I don't think this is outer space. I think this is probably Earth. So we see like one or two people riding. Even though that planet is extremely close, this is probably inside of Pandora. So I don't know. I forgot what she said in this scene. That looks like a factory ship right there. I don't think that's... Yeah, that's a factory ship, because that was never in the Sea Wasp, and the Sea Wasp never had the red. It says set officer. That's a factory ship. I think that's Pycon, right? Okay, so yeah, it's a factory ship. We see the Sea Dragon right there. We see a Sea Wasp. We see another Sea Wasp. That looks like a helipad. Although that's an extremely large one, so I assume that's for like a Dragon or Soul ship. But yeah, it looks like they gotta take down the factory ship. See another Sea Wasp right there. This shot looks absolutely amazing. That's probably the air battle between the tribes. I'm not sure which tribe. Probably the tribe from Avatar 1. Going out to battle the Ash Clan. Yep, there's Meringue. You see the Ikran. You see the feathers right there. Their Ikran's very different. That's the Wind Traders. So, we're gonna have like a situation regarding the Wind Traders having to battle it out as well. Oh, okay, never mind. I see what's going on now. So that's probably the Wind Traders taking on the Ash Clan. Yeah, actually, yeah, it is, because we see the Wind Traders also have their own type of Ikrans. Because I don't think that's how the wings of the regular Ikrans look like. So we've got Wind Trader Ikrans versus Ash Clan Ikrans. I think that's a new trait. Yeah, she has a new bow. And Ash Clan first gun. I don't see. There's the Ash Clan Ikrans. They look very different. I don't know what that structure is, but it looks like Spider and Jake are gonna have to be fighting Quaritch in this lava location situation. See, there's Jake. Spider's falling. I assume like Jake is gonna save him. So it looks like somebody got captured, and that's why she's shocked. Something happened, and that's why they're hugging. There's Quaritch, and yeah, there definitely seems like Ash Clan is working with the RDA, because Quaritch has Ash Clan paint on him. I don't know what his vest says. yeah, see, they're battling it out. I'm not sure what's going on there, but this definitely looks like a finale battle. Wait. Some kind of gravity, because we see the object going up, while that lava appears to be going down. Nope, that lava is going up as well. So this is the scene I talked about earlier where the kids get ambushed. There's Jake on his Ikran. Courage on his Ikran. Hold on, who was that near Neytiri? Okay, so Neytiri has her daughter there as well. And she's gonna... So those two are gonna take on Varang, who's holding an RDA flamethrower. Yeah, she's holding an RDA flamethrower, so that was regarding what I mentioned earlier about the RDA bringing Varang and the Ash Clan supplies. So, it seems like the final battle is gonna be Spider and Jake taking on Courage. And then it's gonna be Neytiri and the girl, I forgot what her name is. Her daughter? Taking on Varang. And she said, this is the part, your goddess has no dominion here. So the Ash Clan hates Eywa. And then we got Avatar. So I will be watching this in theaters. I don't know what day. Might be day 1 that this comes out. Might not be, not sure. But I definitely do want to watch this in theaters. And I'll do a live stream or a video where I break down where I talk about the entire movie discussion wise. If you're watching this in the morning, have a good morning. If you're watching this in the evening, have a good evening. If you watch this at night, have a good night.
Time changes nearly everything, but the mission and the legend of the Batman lives on.